Okay guys, welcome to Uncaged in Australia. Today, very excited to unleash the UBCO electric ag bike, adventure bike. UBCO is a New Zealand made electric ag bike. It's absolutely awesome. We've done a fair bit of research on this, what we can use here for some hunting and adventure in Uncaged in Australia, and we've come up with this girl. What's different about this UBCO ag bike is it's a two-wheel drive, okay? Front and rear hub, which allows it to do a fair bit of climbing. It's also got 120 kilometres approximately range. It takes about 6 hours to charge this battery, and it'll do 50 kilometres an hour. Perfect for what we want, the adventure that we do and get into here at Uncaged in Australia. So what we're going to do is unveil this today. This is how the UBCO bike comes, straight from New Zealand. So it's imported into Australia. You can register this bike. We've got our registration already. We've just been down to the Department of Transport. All you've got to do is show proof of purchase and they'll give you the plates, and it's very similar to a moped. It's just a one cylinder, and we can register this particular bike here on the road. So let's get into it. We only need a couple of spanners, a knife, and let's see what we've got. Very well packaged. Let's get these out of the way. Here. Did have some mirrors in that box. There's the other mirror. That's our fast charge pack. It's all very well packaged. It looks so far like lots of quality. There's 4 steps here. We've got to line the handlebars. It's all we've got to do. We've got to fit the new indicators, the rear indicators, fit the mirrors, and install the power supply, and we're away. So it looks like we're just straightening the handlebars. We'll get rid of some of this stuff. There's a field kit under here. It looks like we've got some spares under there. So we've got the 2 indicators down the back here. As you can see, like that, you can tell that's quality. Not many things come packaged. Not only we've got bubble wrap, but then we've got another coating to protect that light as well. Nice LED lights there. Obviously we're trying to minimise the power output, so LED lights front and rear. As I said, this thing can be registered. So we've got the full light system here. I don't know. That's pretty good. Might as well put these lights on while we're here. In. And that will be tightening him up. Everything's set up quite well actually. We're not doing any plugging, it's all pre-wired, which is pretty good. Less plugs the better. We got that one sorted a bit more. Okay, that's all we've got there. Now the handlebars is basically an Allen key by the looks of it. So I'll sit ourselves on here. Take him off. So what are we going to do here? Basically, I think there's a bit of a rise in the handlebars here. I can see my front mudguard there. Got the Allen key, and there's two spots here to tighten that up. One on the other side. Get them nice and tight. We'll just keep checking the other one. Okay. So handlebars, we've got some light protection stuff here. We'll get these ones off. As you can see, it is pretty well put together before it even gets to us, and very well protected. A few more bits and bobs. Now this one here is a rear cargo deck. I won't put that one on now, but basically there it is. Comes with a really nice strong composite material there, and that will obviously bolt on the back there. So what my plan is, I can probably stick a dog on the back there, but in any case we can carry bits and pieces here. It'll take about 150, 160 kilos all up this bike in payload. So my plan is to, when we're doing adventure stuff, we can carry some stuff on here, we can strap some bags on the back here, but then I've got to work our way to so I can carry my rifle on here as well. So pretty excited being in stealth mode, basically chasing a few hogs out west for the farmers is what we love doing, and this is going to be a very good tool for that. So I'll take that off for now. Let's have a look at the battery setup. This is a fast charger that they say sort of takes 5 or 6 hours to fully charge, and that's if you're obviously fully flat. So I think they'd have this fairly well down pat. So you can remove this battery as well, and you can buy a spare battery if you like. I think they're a couple of grand for a spare battery, but if we get about 120 kilometres out of this, I think we'll be doing quite well. So it looks like this battery will go straight into here. Hopefully. A couple of mirrors here, and looks like they just screw in as well. And that's it, mirrors on. We've got the number plate, it goes on. Away, we're away. Righto, they've thought of everything. The UBCO comes with a nice little carry bag. This one here is like a centre console. It's got some Velcro straps on, so they've thought of a lot of things. That looks like it slots in down that way. And just these Velcro straps, I would say, just go around these bars just like that, so you get the picture. Throw some gear in there. So obviously no lid on that one, but I'm sure you can work something out to make sure what you put in there is fairly weatherproof anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that, putting together this UBCO adventure bike. We're very, very keen, very excited. This thing's got a lot of punch. Next thing we're going to do is work out the best way to use this thing in our Uncaged in Australia. So what I'm thinking is we'll put these on the back of the ute. We'll tie these down like the normal motorbike, so you can put a couple of straps on the handlebars and tie down forward. Because it's got the full suspension all the way around, we can just pull down on the front and it should sit there fairly well. So basically our next phase is to go and test this thing. I think it's going to perform very well for what we want, but time will tell really. We are supposed to, it's got the 2 hubs for drivers, so one on the front and one in the rear, which is why it's 2-wheel drive. You are supposed to be able to put those underwater. There is a connection, a main connection to the battery on this side of the bike, which sits up there about, let's say 2.5 foot high. Now, not supposed to put that underwater, which is the main connection to the battery, and I would assume it's the same height as that there on the other side. So that'd be our water height. So it'll be interesting to see how the hubs handle any water/mud, but from all accounts in New Zealand can be fairly wet and fairly cold. So it's handling it quite well over in that environment. So gut feel, as long as you don't put it underwater, it's going to handle quite well. So looking forward to seeing this thing out in the countryside. You can get some more off-road tyres, a little bit beefier tyres, so we'll check out how these tyres go as well. One of the things I haven't quite worked out yet is where I'm going to mount my rifle. So if you guys have got any ideas, please let us know. There is, the two thoughts so far is you have got the standard clamps you can put on the front of a motorbike, which can sit sort of up here somewhere and have your rifle horizontal across there. Obviously that gives you sort of quite a wide space there, or a wide load to get through in and out of trees. So I don't particularly like my rifle up the front there, just because it can get knocked around a little bit. That's why on our quads we've got them sort of mounted in the gutter, like a piece of box gutter on the front of the quads, in our gun bags as well, just to protect them up the front. There is another thought that because you can sort of get on fairly easily one side to the other here, that it could potentially mount, because you've got so many brackets here and here, potentially, you know, I can mount the rifle here on the side. So, you know, you with our hunting style, you're cruising along. Obviously, it's a normal throttle here, like a motorbike. There's no clutch, so this is just front and rear brake here. So we should be able to be riding along. They're not that tall either, so we get our feet on the ground. But in what we want to do is find a pig, probably not chase it too much on here, because the whole theory is that we're in stealth mode. So we should get a little bit of a, I suppose, run on the pigs, though, because they won't hear us coming like the quads. So we should be able to sneak up to them. Hopefully I can get my rifle out of here somehow. Obviously you've got the handlebar here, but you know, so you want to be able to get it out and get it up, and potentially a bracket on here, just something to lean on, to do our shooting. So, but anyway, if you guys have got any ideas, make some comments down below there. That'd be appreciated. Righto, so basically get on it. There's a blank screen. We hit the red button here once, and our screen comes up here. We've got a neutral, which means no go. And once more, the light comes on up here. It must be the headlight on, yep. And we're away. So it's no clutch. It's a little bit weird feeling, but what we're going to do is turn the throttle and we're away. Let's see how we go. Brakes are quite responsive as well, so big disc brakes there. These are the upgraded brakes that they've just released. Whilst it only does 50 kilometres an hour on the paperwork, I think it gets to 50 kilometres an hour very quickly. So through tracks and trails, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. I look forward to showing you guys what we do with the UBCO adventure bike.